Welcome back to the Catch Up, your midweek catch up on all the headlines, less than 10 stories in less than 10 minutes. From the Supreme Court and soybeans to fake diplomas and climate cash. Let's go ahead and dive in. And first, let me address, I know the government is shut down, but let's talk about the other stuff that is also happening because it's important too. One, the Supreme Court just told Trump, slow down, not so fast. Fed Governor Lisa Cook gets to keep her job until at least January when oral arguments kick off whether Trump actually has the legal grounds to fire her. What are Trump's reasons, you ask? Well, he claims that Cook committed mortgage fraud. She definitely denies it. And reminder, she hasn't even been charged with anything. Critics say that this case really is not about mortgages at all. It's about Trump testing how much control a president can have over the supposedly independent Federal Reserve. So, is this about fraud or about flexing control over the economy? Speaking of the economy, let's talk soybeans. Yes, soybeans, okay? Give me 1 second because apparently they're starring in an international soap opera. The US just threw Argentina a $20 billion financial lifeline. Sounds generous, right? I could use $20 billion. I'm sure you can too. Except Argentina immediately dropped its export taxes and sold a bunch of soybeans straight to China. This is actually interesting because China hasn't purchased any soybeans from the US since May 2025. They were taking a stand, and for Argentina to pull an old okie doke, yikes, doesn't look too good. Farmers are completely pissed. As you can imagine, they're livid, saying that this feels like deja vu from the last trade war where they lost billions and never fully recovered their share of China's market. Trump has floated bailouts again, saying it's okay, relax. But farmers don't want handouts. They want fair trade deals. So the question is, did Washington just pay Argentina to undercut our own farm workers? Meanwhile, over in academia, Trump announced that he's this close to a deal with Harvard to restore $2.4 billion in frozen federal funds. The catch is Harvard has to pay $500 million and run a series of trade schools. Think about it like AI training, maybe even apprenticeships. Now, this deal follows Trump's ongoing battle with elite universities. If you remember, I did a report on Penn State where he's tying federal funds to claims of anti-Semitism on campus. Basically, universities are paying big fines in order to get their federal money back. I didn't even realize how much schools really depend on federal funding. Now, over in Iowa, where the largest school district is dealing with a superintendent who never actually earned the doctorate he claimed. Now, I'm sure you've done it, or a lot of people have inflated their resume, but Ian Roberts, who also happens to be facing deportation to Guyana, put a Morgan State doctorate on his resume. The board, they miraculously said they knew it wasn't real, but they hired him anyway. He's since resigned, lost his license, and is now fighting deportation. Between this and the secret $250,000 settlement involving his treatment of a subordinate, parents are asking, goodness, how many red flags does it take before someone in charge says no? Meanwhile, in Washington, climate funds, they are canceled. Trump's administration just axed nearly $8 billion in climate projects funding. And here is the thing, it was mostly blue states that got the kick. Projects in California, New York, Oregon, Washington, and more are suddenly without funding. Trump's OMB director called it cutting the Green New scam. Critics call it political payback. So now we've got no government, no climate funding, and a lot of states are scrambling. And if politics and pressure are the theme, investors have questions for Disney. Investor groups are demanding records on Jimmy Kimmel's suspension, arguing Disney caved to political and affiliate threats, hurting shareholders. Disney stock dipped after the suspension. Now, of course, Kimmel was back, but some affiliates still blinked. The ask is board minutes, internal communications, and financial impact analysis. We'll see if they get that. And that's your catch up for this week. A little messy, a little spicy, but now you're all caught up. Go ahead and drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you'll never miss the Pour Up.